This is the Lymow Robot 1. Oh man. And I spent the last 2 weeks playing around with it. Come on, oh, there we go. Oh, I wanted to know if it could really do what the company said it could do. And let me just tell you that it can do much, much more. This has got state-of-the-art obstacle avoidance. Gets about a foot to it and then it backs away. Can climb an obstacle over 2 inches. And I hate to say it, but it can mow the lawn better than I can. That really is a checkerboard pattern. All that is coming up after I show you how to set it up, which, by the way, is very easy. I'll then let you know how much time one of these will save you. But first, let me show you how to set this up. Choose a flat area for placing the charging station. I've got just the place. Use the 4 ground stakes in the position shown to secure charging station in chosen location. Flip this around. RTK reference station installed on the ground. Step 1, fix the radio antenna to the RTK reference station. Step 2, connect the cable to the RTK reference station, then thread it through the 2 mounting poles in sequence as shown. You shall not pass! Assemble the lower mounting pole and trident ground stake as shown. Step 4, insert the trident ground stake into the ground at your preferred RTK installation location. And you can install this station on the ground, which is what I did, or there's instructions to do it on the wall or roof. And they give you, longer cords, and then you have this piece too for the roof, 4 mounting points. And here's all the mounting gear. All right, so now that everything is set up, it's time to map the yard. I'm gonna start with the front yard first. Here we go. In the app, it's called Creating a Zone. And when you select it, this screen pops up with 2 controllers. And for this part, you just want to go on the outside of your yard. You don't have to have the mower mow. It doesn't need to be cutting in order to map out the yard. Now that I got the front yard mapped out and the backyard, the next step was to link them together. Once you got them linked, you got to take the mower back to one of those spots, either the front yard or the backyard, and then you got to drive it to the charging station. So it's now time to start cutting my lawn. Got my app out, everything's set up, view map. I'm gonna go to select, and I'm just gonna do my front yard. Here we go.
Starting mowing now.
Pulling away from the station, adjusting some stuff. Here it comes. Climbing up the boards, yeah. Entering the front yard. It's lowering the deck to the level that I set. Well, that's very low.
Attention. Lawnmower starting now.
I'm gonna go over all the settings here in just a minute. But for now, the mower is just going around the edge of the grass. Cut away, robot, cut away. I must have been a little bit lazy over the past couple weeks because I usually don't let the grass get this long. And I had the mower set to the lowest setting, which I shouldn't have done that as well. But that combination caused the mower to clog up and stop. The mower shut down, it backed up, and then restarted itself. I really like how this moves around. It can turn on a dime. Pretty speedy as well. Just mulching that grass away. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that there was gonna be a bunch of missed spots with how long my grass was. Ooh, that is some thick grass. Just a constant reminder that I need to get out there and do some work. And by that I mean I need to open up my app and hit go mow my lawn more. Well, while it's mowing my front lawn, I wanna talk about a few things you can change, like how you can customize it. And the first thing you can do is change the speed from 1 foot per second up to 3 feet per second. I changed the units there in case you're wondering that it doesn't match the numbers on the app. But anyways, when you set it to the fastest speed, this thing goes. It's very zippy. Check out how fast this thing is. It's so fast. Yeah. Oh, shoot. It's actually quite fun to drive. For the parents, it's a lawnmower, but for the kids, it's an RC car. And also for me as well, because I like to play and do fun things. Charge. The next thing you can change is the blade height. It can cut as low as 1.18 inches up to 3.74 inches. I did the conversion there as well, not trying to confuse you. You can change the speed of the blade, you can change the angle of the cut, the spacing between each pass, You can change the pattern, and then there's the relative chessboard. The next one is where you can set no-go zones. You can then set how many laps you want it to mow around the perimeter. And then here's where you can adjust the perimeter settings. Now for my front yard, I chose the chessboard pattern. So once it's done going one way, it does a complete 90 and cuts the whole lawn again the other way. I can't find any high spots at all. Like, it covered every square inch. That really is a checkerboard pattern. I didn't realize how low I had the blade set until it was done. And I realized that my yard looked yellow because it was cutting it so low. This is way lower than I normally mow my lawn. But anyways, now you know what it can do. And what's more impressive is you saw how long the grass was and how low it cut it. Did you notice that there was no clippings? Those mulching blades did a fantastic job of just making all that disappear. Just putting it right back into the grass. Got some strong grass cannibalism going on there. Anyways, now that my front yard's done, I sent the machine to come to the backyard, and this should be interesting because I've got some obstacles. What's up, little buddy? I've got trees with stakes. There's the second one, the third one. It's already done its perimeter. Didn't do the best job of getting that close to the fence, so I need to adjust that. Look at that, it just plowed its way through. Look how long this is. I mean, that's insane. I did raise up the blade height. It's a pretty big lawn. When the mower came to the backyard, it only had 50% battery life, and so it just mowed a portion of it. Because when it gets to 15%, it stops the job and goes home. Going back home to charge. Shortly after it redocked to start recharging, the sun went down, and I went back out to check on it and noticed how cool it looked when it was charging. I need to capture this moment for posterity's sake. Anyways, once I had a sufficient amount of charge, even though it was late, I had to go back out because I wanted to see what it looked like. And once I saw what it looked like, I said, wow, and I sent it back home for a recharge. Now in the app, there's a pretty cool thing you can do as far as scheduling. My yard was not done, and I didn't want it to get a full charge and then come back out at like 3 a.m. because that would have woken us up. So in the app, you can set an active time. I set it from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So if you send the mower to go do a job and it's in the middle of the job and it hits 9 p.m., it will stop, go back to the charging deck, and then we'll come back out at 8 a.m. to finish the job. That's back home, which means that this is done. It actually looks really, really good. A thing that I did not think I was gonna like was watching the progress of the mower on my app. When I was mowing my backyard and before I went in for the night, the mower actually caught the hose and it got off track. So I had to come out, take the hose out, and then I lifted the mower and put it where I thought it left off. But then I looked in the app and I noticed there was a bunch of strips. And I was curious to see if it would get those when it came back and did the lawn the other way. And sure enough, it did. It's like a spell check for your lawnmower. All these areas that it missed because of the hose that it got caught up in and I had to just pick it up and move it, it came back and got them when it went the other way. I'm actually really impressed by how well that works. I want to show you around these 3 trees. This is the 3 voids in the map, and for good reason, because it has tree and then the 2 stakes. If I would have taken off that stake, that would have got that whole area. Pretty good considering that I didn't map that out. I just did the border and I had to figure out how to get around that. Look at that pattern. That is pretty awesome. Now I thought for sure that there would be some clippings in my backyard because this was longer than the front yard. And after the first go around, it was a mess. There was clippings everywhere, but after the second time, they was gone. The settings that I had for the mower for my backyard was I had the blade spinning the fastest. I set that to the max level. I had it like 3.5 centimeters, so the second lowest. I just raised it a little bit from the front yard. And then I had a huge overlap. I had to charge the battery up 1.5 times to completely do the yard. And so those 3 things really take a toll on the battery. That being said, Lymow offers a fast charger that they say can charge that thing up in 90 minutes. 90 minutes. That's good. Okay, so now it's time for the fun stuff. Cue the music, and here we go. Oh, man. And the first fun stuff is talking about what this thing can climb. Lymow says that it can climb an obstacle up to 2 inches. You got a taste of that when I mowed my front yard as it climbed up the 2x4s to get to my driveway. But let's take that to the next level. Easily made it over a 2x4. That's 4 inches. Charge. It kind of cheated, but it got through it. So let's put one more and then some weight on it so it can't push them. Oh, man. No, ain't gonna do it. It's like hitting a wall. That was a 6-inch wall and it wasn't having it. So let's see if it can climb over 6-inch rocks. It got high centered a few times, but they figured it out. Yeah. So let's go see how steep of a hill this can climb. Lymow says up to a 45% grade. I don't have any steep hills over here, but I do have that pile of cement and crap over there. So let's go see if I can climb that. It's like a big old RC car. Here we go. Oh, Jay. Go, 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 go. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't think it was going to make it all the way over, but I was trying to get it to that second slab, but it just wasn't happening. Still pretty awesome that I made it up the first one and onto the ledge of the second one. That sun's getting pretty hot, so I got to come in the shade. Because I want to talk about the last test that I did. And this is where I time myself mowing my yard. So my yards are around about a 20th of an acre, 0.20. And I live here in Utah, and we have about 40 weeks where you need to mow your lawn. And I mow my lawn once a week. It took me just over an hour to finish this. And it takes me just over an hour each time I do, so that's 40 hours. That right there is a week-long trip to Hawaii. Thanks, Lymow. Now you take that, you times it by 5 years, that's 200 hours. I mean, that's enough time to get back into firework making. My long lost passion. Okay, so here's the last few things you need to know about the Lymow, not to be confused with Lymow. Two very different things. First one is that this can mow up to 1.73 acres in 12 hours. It can also mow just over half an acre on a single charge if the settings are friendly. I did not have friendly settings, so it did not do that for my yard. It cuts all types of grass. It's got a 16-inch cutting swath. You can charge it up to 2,500 times. You can set a geofence around it, so if it goes outside of that fence, you'll get a notification on your phone telling you that somebody's trying to steal your precious mower. And there you go, guys. That's it. That's all I got. If you want to check it out, I got the link below. And thanks for hopping on here and checking out my content and putting up with my weirdness, and that's it. Take care.